This is going to be my first log for building this 65 Pontiac 2+2 model kit. This one's by AMT and it's a 1/25th scale. It's one of these old, kind of recent boxes that don't really have much on there. They used to sell these kind of at Walmart, but it was basically the same box, but the colors were different. They had gold ones. It says 2004 on the date there. This one we got it was $5 at a like a car swap meet, so that was pretty nice. These kits are really kind of, I don't know, I feel bad if somebody bought one of these first as like their first model kit, because this is really just one kit that they came out a long time ago when models first started, and they haven't really updated it very much. Right now the frame is I just painted it, but we'll go through the instructions real quick and I'll kind of show you it. This one did have different, you can make a custom engine, or you can do the stock one. I don't know what the specs are of the car, but I'm just gonna build it stock and just make it kind of simple, I guess. It just has one of the tub frames too. Nothing really special. There isn't really a lot of detail on the sides there. That's painting as well. Going through, I kind of just paint all the different parts, spray them with primer now. When I was a kid, I used to, hand paint everything because I wasn't allowed to use spray cans, but graduated. They give you different wheels too. I'll show you here. You can do these custom wheels. They look kind of nice. I guess these are the stock wheels. I don't really like those very much. Here's what they're in two parts. They have this backing that you put through. And kind of looks like an old rally wheel if you took the hubcaps off. So that's what I kind of want to make it look like, almost like one of those factory race cars. But I put the wheel through here and it doesn't look right. It's too far set back, I think. I think it's too far. I was trying to put it up farther in the wheel, but I don't know if it'll sit straight, and it's kind of hard to get it in there. So I might have to just do that later. I used to have some other kind of wheels I could use, but maybe in the future, if I find the other kits, I could swap them out that way. That's what's kind of nice about the scale models, is if they're the same scale, you can kind of swap parts and the scaling looks right. But I do wish that model kits would switch over to all 1/18 scale plastic kits. I wish that was the new standard, but I don't think that'll ever happen. Here's the engine. It's got some details on it. I'll see if I can, how well it focuses on here. You can see it's got one of the old kits, because it's got it still has the hole where you put the metal axle through there. You can see right through it there. But it's got a nice lot of details on the engine, I suppose. It's the most detailed part of the kit. I went ahead and painted it with, I think it was like steel for the transmission. I couldn't really find any pictures if the bell housing was engine color or transmission color, so I just did it that way. Also, I don't have any. I was pulling out some of my enamels. Here's the Pontiac engine blue. That's the color the engine is supposed to be, but I ran out of the paint there, so I won't be using that. If you could see on here, it was $250 originally, so they've gone up in the price a little bit. But so what I decided to do was I just painted. I put some acrylic silver on here. And then I'm going to make up a teal blue wash and then put over it so it'll kind of give that same effect. Because it's like a metallic paint, so that's the only way I know to do it on the cheap, you know. Well, here's one of the seats. I didn't paint these yet. You can see it's like mounted with the console, which is kind of weird. But at least there's no, it's just all one piece, which is quite nice. So I kind of prefer it this way, so you don't have to worry about those seams as much. It comes with a couple decals. It's got, what is that? New Mexico plates. And then novelty ones. I went ahead and I had already painted the body. I decided to go with this ivory kind of off-white color. It's a little hard to see in the video. It turned out quite nice. I just used spray cans. I forget what brand it was. I think it was well, let's go. Well, the spray cans I got here, I painted it first with primer. I use this Rust-Oleum brand primer. I don't know if it's called what it's called, but that's just their label now, and it works okay. Sometimes a lot of Rust-Oleum paint doesn't work that well, and they're kind of real hot for plastic. But this one seems like it does a pretty nice job. I was using kind of the cheap primer, but sometimes I like to sand it a lot, and the cheap primer you have to do a couple coats, so this one seems like it sticks pretty well. For the body, I got some of this Krylon ivory. It works pretty well. The other kinds we're using the Rust-Oleum gloss ones seem like there's more gloss in them than this one. A little hard to see, but I painted it, did a couple coats with it, and then I put on 2 layers of clear. It's quite nice. There's a little scratch on the hood, and it kind of started to bubble up a little bit when I put the clear on, just on the top of the hood, which is probably the most noticeable spot. So I don't know. I'm gonna let it dry for a couple days, and then I guess there on the trunk you can see a little bit kind of orange peel. But I'm just building this for myself, for something fun to do to start off the new year. So I like it kind of nice. Maybe I'll just say it's a little used. But what well, I'm gonna let it dry first before you do anything, because you can just mess the paint up. But I might sand down that section and just repaint that section is what I might do. Just because later on it'll really annoy me, and at this point it's a good time to do these things because there's a lot of work left in it. And this is only a little bit of the model. There's a lot of trim you can see on there. Around here on the window, the trim is real thin there, and mine's kind of like gone a little bit. But I think it'll be okay because I could put the trim on there still. But I like how it turned out. You know, spray cans aren't really the greatest, but this one's actually pretty smooth considering. There's some orange peel, but it's not going to be as nice as an airbrush, obviously. I wish it was a little bit more glossy. It might just be the color, because the color's kind of wishy-washy as well, but I like it, so we'll see. Keep going with it. Yeah, just some of the body parts I finished painting or primering. I kind of primered all the stuff at once, so I'll wait for those to dry. This is the first time I've used like enamel paint in a long time, because most have been using all my over here is all kind of my Vallejo paints I use for models and stuff. So but it's kind of interesting because I didn't realize how long it takes for enamel to dry. So this is pretty wet still, actually, and I don't know. It's kind of different, I guess. Just a little memory. But I definitely like acrylics a lot more, just because they dry almost instantly. But the enamels are really smooth though, and if you're trying to make it something real even, you can do it with enamels without getting brush strokes. I don't know if you could see that on the detail or not. You could probably tell where some brush strokes are if you look real close. But this is a fun kit. I think I was just gonna try to make it like one of those RAM chargers with those kind of, take the hubcaps off and then do something like that. I might add kind of like some racing sticker on the windshield or something like that to give it a little character, I suppose. For the interior, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the colors. I might make it kind of like a leather brown. I'm trying to stay away from making all interiors black like I used to, just to get a little look through it a little bit. On the box, I guess it's kind of a purple when they have a white interior, but I think the white would be too much like this one. So I don't know, if you have any ideas for what interior color, let me know, and I'll do another update soon.